Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day. In this video, I just wanted to talk with you all. It's been about 10 days now since the Ethereum merge. And since then, most of you have seen, I guess, my videos that I've essentially turned off everything since then. And I haven't really turned everything back on because I told you guys in previous videos that the reason why I'm waiting to turn on most of my GPUs is because I'm waiting for just the networks and hash rates and all that difficulties and everything to start coming back down. And they have, okay? So in the past 10 days, the networks of a lot of different coins that used to be profitable before the merge have now been coming down. Well, you know, the initial hash rate did move over to a lot of the other coins like Flux, you know, Ravencoin, Ergo. Actually, Ergo is having some kind of like difficulty problem right now. I'm not really following what's happening there, but I guess we'll let that EIP, I believe, that they have coming out really soon. Hopefully that will help the network in a way. But yeah, I've just been, you guys know, I've turned off a lot of things and I've been just doing some maintenance and whatnot. I already blew out the dust and cleaned up a lot of my Octaminers, a lot of my GPUs since after the merge, but as well, in my basement here, just to give you guys an update, if you haven't seen already, I've changed the shelves, right? I no longer have these two wire shelves that I had all my Octaminers on like the first row, and then I had like a hot and cold aisle, and I had the foam board like over here. I no longer have that. I went to Home Depot and I got a much better and stronger metal shelf for my miners, essentially, so that I can have the rows, I can have Octaminers up here, and on this shelf I have my ASICs, all being powered off one 240 volt 30 amp PDU. So actually, just to give you guys a quick update, I'm using 14 amps here and now 12 amps. So we are at 26 amps on a 30 amp 240 volt breaker. And yeah, I'm a little bit over the 80% rule, but I'm okay to do that on this Triplite PDU. I'm trusting this PDU to be safe enough to handle a little bit more power. But the reason why I'm using a little bit more now is I turned on one of my other ASICs I totally forgot about. This is a Gold Shell HS Lite. It's mining Sia coin right now, and yeah, it only takes about 700 watts. So that is the one I plugged into this bank, and so now we're at 12 amps here, 14 amps over here for, yeah, all these ASICs, iPolos, E9 and whatnot. They're all, basically almost all of them are mining Ethereum Classic. I do have the LT Lite mining Litecoin, Merge mining Dogecoin, KD Box Pro and Mini Doge Pro, and then I have the Loyaltech that's doing Ethereum Classic as well. Just to show you guys the temperatures in here, it's about 82 Fahrenheit over here, about 79 over here, and over here where there's no mining happening, it's about, yeah, 79 over here. So wow, I think my setup here is working well, but obviously my scale of which the amount of power that I'm using before, I guess I was using a lot more with my GPUs, but now that I've only gone with, right now, only one 30 amp 240 volt, that amount of power seems to be okay, or just enough for my 18-inch exhaust fan to exhaust the heat out. So yeah, the temperatures in my basement right now are just perfect. Just perfect. But once I turn on my other rigs, my 3070 rigs, or like I said before, I'm turning on my efficient rigs. I'm just waiting on some shorter, you know, 2 foot, 3 foot C13 to C14 power cables. Those are going to be turned on. My 6700 XTs are going to be turned on. So yeah, like I said before in previous videos, I am basically trying to consolidate, you know, get things tighter in a way, more efficient, and yeah, just have most of my most efficient GPUs on, if that makes sense. Because there's no point right now to be running 3090s, my 3070 Ti's, 3080s, and a mixed match of other GPUs that are really not as efficient, I would say, than my 3070 rigs. Okay, so that's why I've been essentially consolidating, cleaning stuff up, and honestly, it's the best time to do that because after the merge, what happened basically was a lot of people moved over to those other coins, and so the effort to mine those coins was much greater and the yield was so much lower. And you know, I just said to myself, it doesn't make sense, right? Because you all know, right, all the videos we made, a lot of videos other people made, the profitability right after the merge was pretty bad. And look at it now. If you go to What to Mine and you plug in your GPU, you'll see that the profitability hasn't been at least break even yet at around 10 cent kilowatt hour. Of course, if you have cheaper electric, I don't know, is it 5 cents now or 6 cents? You can at least be breaking even, I believe, on a typical 3070 or a 3080. I'm not quite sure. It changes all the time. But what I've noticed now, since it's been about 10 days after the merge, is that a lot of the other proof of work networks like Flux, Ergo, Ergo is kind of different, but because of their difficulty issue. Ravencoin, we got, I don't know, Neox, a bunch of other proof of work coins out there. You know, generally, a lot of those network hash rates have kind of been going down now, gradually, since after the merge, because as people are, you know, realizing, dependent on their expenses and their, you know, their electricity costs mainly, and also the type of hardware that they have, they may find out that, you know, they're just not as efficient, or they're not able to be competitive enough against other miners, essentially. That's the sad reality that we as miners live in, that we're all competing against each other when it comes to mining, and you know, whether or not it's profitable for you or not. It's the same question, it's the same thought as the guy next to you, all right? We're all trying to, you know, figure out, you know, which is the next coin to mine, or simply, you know, if it's profitable, or if it makes sense or not. But there is going to be people where they just continue to mine no matter what. They don't care what the cost is, and they just ultimately believe that, you know, whatever coin they're mining, there's a lot of other proof of work coins out there, whether it be Flux, whether it be Ergo, Ravencoin. I'm just naming the top ones that everyone always says. Honestly, nobody knows, right? Nobody knows if any of those coins are going to moonshot or not, right? It's just all speculation, right? It's all speculation. Whether or not you believe it's something that you're gambling or not, it's totally up to you. You have to do your own research. But I just want to acknowledge with you guys that, you know, since then, you know, it's been about almost 2 weeks now, and you know, things are still unprofitable, right? For, I would say, majority of the residential miners that have residential electric, such as myself. I told you guys I'm around 8 to 9 cents USD, so it's imperative for me to realize, you know, how much I'm going to be spending every month on electric, and if I'm okay to do that out of pocket. You know, I've explained before, I am okay to at least pay, I don't know, between $500 to $1,000 a month extra just for electric. I can pay that out of pocket if I want to. And majority of my stuff that I told you guys, like, I've turned on all my ASICs because those are still essentially profitable in a way. When it comes to GPUs, like my 3070s or A2000s, at this point in time, hasn't really been lucrative in a sense, and I'm not, you know, specifically willing to keep these rigs on at the moment to support those other proof of work networks at this point, because like I said, the effort to mine those other coins right now, it's just not feasible, because it's the network hash rate, the difficulty is just way too high. I'm yielding so much less of the coin, and I'm not trying to be negative in a way to those proof of work coins like Flux or Ergo. Trust me, I would love to. If I could have all of my rigs on Flux right now, I totally would. But the amount that I would be spending on electric, especially with my inefficient GPUs, versus how much I'm yielding, you know, it just really doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. If I was like a millionaire, of course, yeah, I would have all this on. I would pay my electrical bill out of my pocket. I'd mine the crap out of Flux. I wouldn't have any care in the world. I just keep mining Flux and hope it, you know, it does well in the future, and I believe it will. But like I said, at this point in time in my financial situation, I am not okay to run all of my GPUs. I have hundreds of GPUs, and I am not okay with paying, you know, $3,000 to $4,000 in electric every month. You know, it's a lot. And so it just goes back to, you know, these past couple weeks here, I've been trying to just consolidate and, you know, only turn on my efficient GPUs of what I can, like my 6600 XTs. You know, I'm okay with spending at least, you know, a couple $100 on electric on those rigs. But then, you know, my 6700 XTs, I'm gonna turn these on really soon. I'm just gonna swap it to the Miner Dude case, and as well as my 3070s, right? I'm gonna have some of my 3070 rigs on as well. I explained that before. I already have 2 other 3070 rigs at the top. So yeah, like I said, I'm getting things tighter, consolidating, turning on only my most efficient rigs, and just, yeah, that's basically it. I haven't been in a rush to turn on a lot of my rigs because, yeah, the effort to mine those coins right now and the yield has just been quite low at this point in time. But that's why I'm, getting things up slowly, and, another couple weeks here. I've been seeing, the networks of the hash rates come down lower and lower and lower. And so when that time comes, I will eventually turn on, most of my efficient rigs, and then I'll be okay. I'll mentally be okay to stay mining, mining Ravencoin, mining Flux, mining Ergo. Hopefully Ergo comes out with that EIP like 37 or something. I forgot what number it is. I don't know much about it, but yeah, it's, all these things that's happening right now. It's just like the wild, wild west in a sense, because we're all just trying to figure out what the most profitable coin is to mine, and everyone's mining to like Radiant or something, or Meow Coin, or, speculating on this coin, speculating on that coin. And like I said in other videos, I really don't want to play that game. It's really, I would say, I'm not going to say it's a waste of time, but it is, in a sense, a waste of time, maybe a waste of brain power and time, in a sense, because you're always flipping to these other coins, changing your overclocks and everything. I've just been chilling, honestly. I've just been chilling, only mining, here and there. Like I said in other videos, I've been mining with my 6600 XTs, just for fun, right? Like I said, those are just fun rigs I want to keep on. But at this point in time, since after the merge, ASICs have actually been obviously profitable after the merge, and so I've had majority of those on and most of my GPUs off, unfortunately. So, but projects like Cadena, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, all that kind of stuff that utilize ASICs for mining, those are profitable in a sense right now. So it makes sense for me to have those on. And oh yeah, I gotta go fix my S19J. So I'm actually gonna do that right now, guys, right now. And I totally forgot about today's video sponsor. I'll play that right now, guys, but that's the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate you all. Let me know how you guys have been in the past 10 days or 11 days now of the Ethereum merge, and what you guys have been doing, essentially. That's all I wanted to talk about. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace out. Thank you for today's video sponsor.
Established in 2013, MinerDude is a 100% US-based mining hardware company. They focus on providing the highest quality GPU mining rig, which ships from their US-based warehouse and comes with a 1-year warranty on all parts. They accept crypto, wire transfers, and credit cards as payment methods. They also integrate with the top crypto operating systems like Simple Mining, Hive OS, and MinerStat. With the average delivery time of just 1 to 5 days, you can rest assured that your order will get to you extremely fast. Please visit minerdude.com or email support@minerdude.com for questions.